Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Cedric here, and you're watching my channel, Passport Said. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by, and please consider subscribing to the channel for everything and anything travel. So in this video, we're going to be going through the process of filling out the ArriveCan app in order to cross the border into Canada from the good old US of A. So the first thing we're going to want to do is search for the app and download it onto our phones. It's the very first icon there. I have already downloaded it due to a recent crossing, so I'm simply going to go ahead and open that up. Now from here, you're going to want to create an account. In my case, I have already done so, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in using my credentials. And here we go. Now here we are at the home page. Do keep in mind that I have used this app before, again, for a recent crossing. So some of my information has already been uploaded. But let's go ahead and hit start to start filling out the form. The very first portion here is trip details. Let's start with that. Their very first question is, what best describes you or your primary reason for entering Canada? And there are some options for you to select from. The first option here is Canadian citizens and others with the right of entry, work, employment, or essential reasons, discretionary optional travel, which allows foreign nationals to enter Canada for visits, weddings, leisures, tourism, recreational fishing, and other optional reasons. Then we have study, compassionate entry, family reunification, and others. So I'm going to go ahead and select discretionary optional travel in my case. I will be entering by land, so I'll select that. Now, my port of entry will be the Windsor-Detroit Tunnel. And date of arrival, for the sake of this video, let's make it August 4th, 2022. And let's make the time 3:30 p.m. You'll then need to provide a valid phone number and select your official language of choice, which is English in my case. So this is the portion where you'll have to upload your travel documents as well as your vaccination card. Again, I recently crossed the border, and I will link that video here if you're interested in seeing that. So that information has already been uploaded. So let's move forward to public health requirements. So here is some pretty useful information. Travelers who qualify as fully vaccinated, and if they are traveling with children under 12, no longer need a negative COVID test in order to enter. As long as you are fully vaccinated, which means 2 dosage of the vaccine by the Canadian government, you are considered fully vaccinated. But right under that is something new, something I did not see the last time that I filled out this app or this form. All other individuals 5 years of age or older must provide proof of a COVID-19 test results before arrival at port of entry. And then they provide negative COVID test that they accept at the border. So if I'm reading this right, it looks like you do not have to be vaccinated in order to enter Canada. But if you are not, you simply need a negative COVID test. So this looks like something has changed in the recent past. I'm no expert, so please do your research, but that's what it looks like to me. From here, we're going to scroll down and we'll have some information on quarantine requirements in case you do need to be quarantined for 14 days. And that is going to take us to the next portion of this form. In the last 14 days, have I or anyone I'm traveling with been outside of the country? Let's select no. And this is where you enter the address of where you will be staying. Now, in my case, I'll be returning home, but they still require an address in case you need to be quarantined for those 14 days. So what I did is simply looked up a hotel in the city that I'm going to be visiting, which is Windsor, and used that address to complete this portion of the form. And that takes us to our last step here. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, symptoms: fever, cough, fever, difficulty breathing. Let's select no. And folks, that pretty much completes the form. Here you'll have to just select that you acknowledge that you will comply with the Quarantine Act and that you filled out this form truthfully. Let's go ahead and do that. And that pretty much sums it up, folks. From here, they're going to generate a QR code that you will need to present to the Border Patrol if they do ask you. And again, please keep in mind that my passport information, which is a travel doc that I use, as well as my vaccination card, has already been uploaded. So you will have to go through that if you haven't already. But folks, this pretty much wraps it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please consider subscribing to the channel for everything and anything travel. This is Cedric, and I'm out. Peace.